I was told that I've got only 4 minutes to make an intelligence assessment for the World Cup in 2006. It's a mission impossible. My approach would be to deal with the approach on how we're going to deal with the matter. My name, as already said, I'm Linda Mti. I'm the coordinator of the intelligence services of our country. Those intelligence being the South African Secret Service, our external wing, the National Intelligence Agency, our domestic intelligence organization, the Defense Intelligence, as well as the South African Police Intelligence Section, or Crime Intelligence, as usually referred to. I'm told that a detailed input on this input will be in your packs, so one will just deal with the slides. Just before that slides, colleague, can we go back to the first slide, the one that is supposed to be introducing me? Colleagues, I think the colleagues were unable to pick up that this is not a title. My starting point was the intelligence community of our country is not different from any intelligence of any country in terms of its role to predict, forewarn, and advise government on any threat or potential threat on any event. And this is what we are doing around this particular event, the holding of the 2006 World Cup in our country. Thank you. We have already made some assessment of what the situation would be. I think the 2000 Bid South African had organized a symposium sometime in May 1999, where some major key figures from the various countries that have held this particular event were present, where we presented our own program and our own approach. And we did not receive any particular negative response to the plan that we have. Present in that symposium was Bill Rothman, the ex-security director of the Atlanta Olympic Game, Colonel Eddie Hendricks of Belgium, Gendarmerie, as well as Warren Harper, the risk manager of the Atlanta Olympic Games. I'm saying the details of what we'll be doing, which will be again repeated by Deputy Commissioner Prace immediately after me, were presented in May 1999 to those colleagues when they visited our country. What the intelligence community usually does is to make an assessment and identify key issues that are important for that particular event. And we then categorize those particular issues according to their risk in terms of impacting negatively on the event. But just before getting to the categorization of the events, I think it is important for one to say, if we were to have soccer bid, this soccer World Cup in our country in 2006, we will not be securing the event for the first time. In the last 5 years, we have had the opportunity of securing the 1995 Rugby World Cup in our country. We, 1996, secured the African Nations Cup in our country. We recently had the All Africa Games in our country. But over and above the sporting events that one has made reference to, we had the opportunity of securing first and foremost the 1994 elections. We recently secured the 1999 elections. We secured the non-aligned conference of more than 98 heads of state in our country. And recently we had the opportunity of protecting and securing the heads of Commonwealth in our country, over and above the anti-corruption that had brought more than 102 countries. The approach that we have done is to identify the issues that can affect negatively on the holding of the soccer bid in our country. And those are some of the issues that we usually look at. We look beyond the issues that affect or that are impacting negatively on the event itself. And we start categorizing them. The whole question of the domestic crime that the minister has made reference to, and issues that could possibly, that may not necessarily be related to soccer, but that could create some instability to our country. Issues that would be related to the participant themselves, to their fans, issues that are particular both not only to our country, issues like urban terrorism, as well as conflicting interests within the participating. Those are the broad issues that we'll usually look at, among other things. If we were to go to how we then usually categorize them in terms of whether they are high risk, low risk, or medium risk. High risk being those that are that have got a probability of disrupting the event, and therefore that would need rapid deployment of the security forces, and medium being having limited probability and therefore less concentration of the security forces. Low risk being that has got low probability, as it would follow, that would need ordinary or standard monitoring. All these plans are then fed into our operational arms, who then make that deployment or planning of human resource as well as financial allocation of resource on the basis of the issues that we have identified. Colleagues, moving rather quite fast, I wanted to say, I think possible, at the risk of compromising my own job, I think we can, on the basis of what we have done in the past, we can safely say that we, as the intelligence and the security community of our country, we have the ability to secure the World Cup if it was to be in our country. And we were also driven by the commitment that this is not a South African bid, this is a continental bid. If the chips are down, we will not hesitate to call on our colleagues in the continent and beyond to give the necessary support to ensure that the bid takes place in a secure environment. But over and above that, in all the events that one has made mention of, we have never done them alone. We have always worked closely with the intelligence and security apparatus of the participating countries in securing those events. We will do the same. Tell us that the World Cup can be in our country in June this year. We'll secure the event. Thank you.